Welcome to day 3 of the Simplify Your Life Challenge, a decluttering challenge to create new energy for the new year. There is something a little bit magical about decluttering your space. It brings in this fresh start, this new energy, and that's what this challenge is all about. So far, we've decluttered our wardrobe, makeup and products, and today is all about decor, all the things that you put up around your house to make it feel like you. If you haven't been keeping up with the challenge, you can start literally whenever you want. There is a challenge playlist linked down below that you can access to watch all of the videos that are already up. Let's dive into decluttering your decor, and the first step, as always, is creating your guiding questions. Your guiding questions are the questions that you ask as you go through the decluttering process to make sure that you're decluttering with intention. Every category is different and it brings about different questions. I'm going to have a list of questions in front of me to give you some inspiration as you pick your guiding questions. Pick 1 to 3 questions max. My guiding questions that I go through my decor are, if I saw this at the shops and I didn't already own it, would I buy it? And my second question is this beautiful and functional? I love beautiful things in my house. I really like my space to look really nice. But in saying that, I don't want things in my space that are nice and beautiful, but also are inconvenient or just take up space that I could take up with something that's beautiful and functional, because we don't really have that much space that we're working with. I recommend writing your guiding questions on a post-it note or chucking them in your notes app in your phone. That way you remember them as you're going through while you declutter. Now you're going to be getting everything out of its normal home. The purpose of this is to look at things in a new light so that you can really see them clearly. So as I do decor, I'm also going to do this whole shelf that I have dedicated to picnic and like eventy things. I've collected a lot of this kind of stuff and that kind of stuff over time, even though we don't have space for entertaining where we are. There's not a dedicated section for picnic related things. It could fit in kitchen, but it feels more like decor, so I'm gonna do it today. As you wander around your house, you're looking for things like vases, lamps, prints, any faux flowers, any faux plants, candles, any decorative containers or crystals, anything that is decor related. The decor day is a bit different to your other days because usually you're like picking a bunch of things out of one particular space. With the decor day, you're just going around your house and picking up random items here and there because that's kind of what decor is. With the addition of all the picnic items, it really looks like I have a lot. The next step is to look at each item one by one. So hold each item up in front of you and ask your guiding questions as you declutter. The bed is so full of stuff that I don't even know where I'm going to sit. We're gonna need to reshuffle things around. I don't feel like I've accumulated too much decor, but the guiding questions for this section made decluttering a lot easier. A great tip that I saw on TikTok around buying with more intention, whether it's decor, clothing, or accessories, is before you buy anything, look at the item. So for example, a cute plate, then look at the cost of the item. So $25. If someone walked up to you and said, hey, you could have this cute plate for free, or you could take this $25. Ask yourself, well, what would you choose? If you would choose the money, don't buy the thing. So here's the bed now filled with the stuff that I'm keeping, except for that stuff in the corner there. Just this first question was all I needed, but there are some things that I'm keeping just because they're functional. So this vase, I mean, I probably would not buy it again, but at the same time, I don't have a vase to put flowers in. And whenever I get bought flowers, this is kind of my go-to vase, and I'm not going to get rid of it. It's fine. This, I mean, I don't love the look of it, but it's a coffee candle and it smells so good. So over here are the things that I'm donating or selling. So I've got these because I never use them. I'm not a fan of the color. I got these and I actually love them, but they're so tarnished and I didn't really realize how bad it was at the time, but like, it's bad. This I love, but it's the least functional item that I own. This has yellowed over time. I'm at a point where I never want to see pampas grass again. It's kind of like when I eat a certain kind of breakfast, like oats, for like 2 years, and then I just get to the point where I'm like, I cannot. That is how I feel about pampas grass. This was actually Luke's and he hasn't really taken care of it, but somehow it's still living. This I still love, but it's so bad on battery use. It runs out so quickly and it's just not very functional. And this is also Luke's, so am I getting rid of that? The next step is to clean. So this just gives it a little extra reset feeling. Clean the spaces where your decor originally lived if it hasn't been cleaned in a little while, so it has a fresh space to sit back down in. I cleaned off surfaces and replaced items back into their homes. My shelf with all of my picnic and tableware got a proper wipe down, and I put everything back on the shelf. The end result looked and felt a lot nicer than it did before. This shelf is looking so much better. I ended up actually culling a few more things as I was putting things back. The only thing I really have to do to finish off the decor side of things is replace the faux flowers that I got rid of. I really want to go with baby's breath everywhere because it's pretty inexpensive, it dries out really well, and there's no effort required, so you can replace it really easy, and it's just pretty, it's feminine. So I need some of that in here, and then maybe in the lounge room. The next step is to donate, discard, or sell. The rule for this challenge is you need to get rid of these items out of your space by the time that New Year rolls around. So you can donate, sell as you go, or you can set a date in the future, maybe set a little life admin day for yourself. Or something that I've done is I messaged a friend and we've organized a car boot sale day where we're gonna go, we are going to sell all the things we've decluttered. She's going to do the challenge as well. That way we are both accountable. Anything that we don't sell, we'll donate. I ended up with a full bag of decor to get rid of, and everything's been wrapped in like excess Aldi bags that my sister had. You have finished this day of the challenge. Every single day you should be feeling a little bit lighter. I know that that's how I've been feeling. If you're feeling like this is too much, it's a bit overwhelming, please feel free to chunk things out. You can do half of your decor today, half tomorrow. You don't need to do it in the order that I've done it. Also, keep in mind that I have no children. I have a pretty small space, so I'm limited in what I am able to bring into my home. So I might have less things than you. I might have more things than you, but the message is to not compare. You are doing wonderfully given the circumstances that you are in. Tomorrow we are moving on to your kitchen. So we're decluttering the pantry and we're decluttering the fridge, so food specifically. If you do want to watch the rest of the challenge, get the decluttering vibes up, I'm gonna have the link to the playlist on the screen as well as down below. I appreciate you so very much, and I will see you soon.